Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Get ready to tip off here for EAC Women's Basketball. NJCAA Division I Women's Basketball. Starting lineup tonight for the visitors from South Mountain Community College. A 5'8" freshman from Sherwood, Arkansas, number 4, Carmen Cottrell. A 5'3" freshman from Phoenix, number 14, Haley Connor. A 5'1" sophomore from Columbus, Georgia, number 15, Genesis Adam. And a 5'7" sophomore from Ojo Encina, New Mexico, number 22, Andrea Walletto. And a 5'6" freshman from Columbus, Georgia, number 24, Daisy Ann Stevenson, under the direction of Misha Fox. Starting lineup tonight for Angelica DePaulo's Eastern Arizona College Gila Monsters. A 5'11" sophomore guard from Eugene, Oregon, number 1, Tiara Bolden. A 5'3" sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 2, Addie Malone. A 5'9" freshman from Santo Andre, Brazil, number 10, Victoria Santana. A 5'10" sophomore from Goodyear, Arizona, number 23, Cassidy Dixon. And a 6'1" sophomore from Carlsbad, New Mexico, number 25, Shalance Montoya. Welcome all of you joining us tonight on the EAC Athletics YouTube page. And a belated happy birthday to Shalance Montoya tonight as well. Celebrated, I believe, yesterday. So happy birthday to her as well. Hope you're doing well. I am Lee Patterson. Wherever you are tonight, you're enjoying your Wednesday night. You've got us on your iPad, on your phone. You've got us on your smart TV. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you get notifications for all EAC women's basketball games. South Mountain in their visiting black uniforms with blue. Eastern in their home whites with purple and gray. It will be Montoya to jump center. The toss, the tap, won by the Monsters. Left to right into the hands of Malone. Malone swings it near side to Bolden. Bolden loses the handle, but Cassidy Dixon there to get it. Far side to Santana. She'll get it down to Montoya. Montoya catches, kicks it back out on top. Now to Dixon. Dixon in the corner to Bolden. She'll fire the three from right side. Back iron, no. Rebound is loose and pulled down by Montoya, weak side. Eastern will get a reset. Off to Montoya. Montoya going to take a 15-foot jumper. She'll rattle it home and land in the front row of the baseball team on the far side. Just a 2-0 Monster lead. Eastern comes into this one with an 11-game winning streak. They are 11-0 on the season, the only undefeated team in the league. Overall, them and Cochise share a 5-0 record and a near steal by Tiara Bolden. And it will stay with the South Mountain Cougars. South Mountain comes into this one 4-5, 4-5, 1-4 in the ACCAC. It will be Cougar basketball. Walletto with it out on top. Lobs it down low. On the block, works against Montoya. Turnaround jumper is up, no good by Genesis Adams. And on the roster, they say Genesis Adams is 5'1", but she is at least 5'11". But Santana into the front court to Dixon, right corner, on top to Malone. Malone back on top to Bolden. Bolden going to drive the lane, loses the handle, and stolen away by Cottrell. She'll get it back into the hands near side of Walletto. Walletto goes left against Malone to the baseline around Dixon. Loses or picks up her dribble, right corner. Long jumper for two is short by Stevenson and picked up by Malone. Malone on the run through a double team. Stolen back. Malone caught an elbow to the left side of her face. She's going to stay in, but she's definitely blinking that left eye. Walletto into the front court for South. Goes left against Montoya. Running floater on the way, no good. Rebound is loose and picked up by Cassidy Dixon on the sprint to the glass. Up and good for Cassidy Dixon. And a foul called on South Mountain. So that is an and one for Cassidy Dixon. Count the basket. The foul will go on 14, Haley Connor. That is her first and first team foul. And Cassidy Dixon to the line for the Monsters to try to make it a three-point play. On the season, Dixon averaging 8.8 points a game for the Monsters. Her free throw is on the way and good. She's got a quick three, and it's a 4-0 Should be a 5-0 Monster lead. It is. And a foul back the other way against Eastern on a reach-in. The foul will go against Vittoria Santana, her first team foul. South Mountain will inbound baseline right. Cottrell slaps the basketball, lobs it in on top to Waleto. She'll go left into the lane, running floater no good, but a foul going to be called against Eastern. The foul will go on 23, Cassidy Dixon, her second team foul. And that will put Waleto at the line to shoot 2 for South. Five 5-0 Monster lead. Waleto at the line. Her first one is good. In their win on Saturday, the Monsters' defense was huge in the first half. Second free throw is good by Waleto. And it's a 5-2 Monster lead. Into the front court, Malone with it. Swings it far side to Santana. Santana drives, and she's going to be called for a traveling violation. It'll be a turnover back to the Cougars. Cougar basketball deep in the corner. Full length of the floor, right to left. Waleto will bring it up for the Cougars. Picked up by Dixon at the time stripe. Hands it off near side to Stevenson. Stevenson out right side to Cottrell. Now on top to Adams. Near side to Waleto. Gets a screen from Adams, goes left, now back into the lane to Adams. Adams loses her footing, but the ball goes right side. Jumper no good by Connor. Rebounded down low. Another jumper up and off by Adams, and put out of bounds off of Waleto. It will be Eastern Arizona College basketball. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be number 5, Sky Miller, the 5'11 sophomore from McKay High School in Anchorage, Alaska. One of the few that I'm sure was not fazed by the winter storm that blew through southern Arizona in the last couple of days. Into the front court, Santana with it right side, down low to Montoya. Catches, goes to the glass, and scores. She got the defender off of her right shoulder and then just went left and put it up and in. 7-2, Eastern on top. Into the front court. Stevenson with the basketball. Swings it back on top to Waleto. Out on top now. And a turnover back to Eastern Arizona College. (7-4). Should be 7-2, Eastern on top. And a quick shot, no good by Eastern. And a timeout called by South Mountain.
Timeout Cougars.
6:09 to play in the first quarter. 7-2 Eastern Arizona College on top of South Mountain. We'll take a full timeout as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaulo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium here on the campus of Eastern Arizona College. Thatcher, Arizona. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Do we call viewers YouTubians? I don't know. It will be South Mountain basketball. Front court left. Carmen Cottrell will inbound for the Cougars. Lobs it down in the left corner to Stevenson. Stevenson comes right on the dribble. Top of the key out to Willetto. Willetto right side to Connor. Now out on top to Adams. Adams to Willetto. 8 to shoot. Willetto goes left, picks up her dribble. Now gives it to Adams, right side. Gives it back off. It loses the handle. Stolen away by Santana. Santana, long outlet pass to Sky Miller. Catch off glass and good. Miller running the floor, gets paid off by the long pass from Santana. 9-2 Monsters on top. Willetta into the front court, knocked away by Cassidy Dixon, and it will be Cougars basketball. Willetto to inbound, lobs it in on top to Adams. Adams holds, 17 to shoot on the shot clock. She's just going to hold out there, now go right against Montoya. In the lane, cut off there by Montoya. Near side to Cottrell. Cottrell out on top, now spins left, hands it off to Connor, 2 to shoot, lets it go from a deep 3, and it's stuck all the way on top above the backboard in the shot clock. I'm not sure we have anybody in the gym that can to jump up there and get it. So,
clock violation, correction. Monsters ball.
And they're going to get a. Hey, you know what? Work smarter, not harder. Theo Sang now going to come help and get the ball out of there. Good thinking by Addie Malone to go find something that at 5 foot she can use to get. She can get. The PA announcer here just announces Theo Sang's number for the assist there. Big night on the men's side in Monsters win over South Mountain. It'll be Eastern basketball, left to right. Addie Malone with it, 9-2. Eastern on top. She'll go left, down low to a wide open Cassidy Dixon. Eastern has been able to find some room on either side of that block down low. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone that South is running, and Eastern's getting around the edge and being able to find some openings down low. Willetto into the front court. Dixon hits the deck. Willetto blocked by Montoya. Long pass down low to Sky Miller on the run to the glass and good for Sky. Makes it 11, 13-2, and a steal by Addie Malone. Back the other way, into the lane. She loses the ball, but Santana there to put it up and in. Makes it 15-2, Eastern on top, and then a reach-in steal, a reach-in on Addie Malone in the front court. And that'll be her first. Into the Eastern lineup will be number 14, Elva Chavez, 6'1" freshman from Morelia, Michoacán, Mexico. And also number 44, Gracie Sorensen, the 6'4" freshman from Syracuse, Utah. Into the South lineup, number 3, Jolie King, 5'5" freshman from Mesa. She's got the ball now on the right side. Long jumper won't go. Chavez with the rebound. Leaves it off to Santana. She'll sprint it up center court for Eastern. Left side to Miller. Miller back to Santana underneath. On top to Chavez. 16-foot jumper on the way. Off the right side. And can't chase it down in the corner. Sorensen gave it a look but couldn't get there. It'll be a turnover back to the Cougars. 3:54 to play first quarter. 15-2 Eastern on top. Connor to inbound. Lobs it into Adams, who will bring it into the front court herself. She'll leave it there for Haley Connor. She'll go right against Santana. Off to King. King holds it right side. Now back out on top to Stevenson. Stevenson to Adams. Goes left on Sorensen. Drives into the lane. Now spins left. Blocked by Gracie Sorensen. Picked up by Santana. Santana to Miller. Off the glass and good. Sky Miller running the floor. Putting it up and in. 17-2 Monsters with a commanding early lead. 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Connor with it. Comes left on Santana. Nearly loses the handle. Ball is loose. And then a foul going to be called, I believe, on the Monsters. It will be on number 10, Vittoria Santana. Her second, 4th team foul. And now Eastern will go back to the bench and get Tiara Bolden into the lineup.
Tiara Bolden.
And she will replace Santana. It will be Connor to inbound, front court left. Chavez guarding the ball. In on top, poked away by Sky Miller. Ball's loose. She loses the handle, but into the hands of Bolden. 2-on-1. Back to Chavez. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Bolden. It won't go. And out of bounds off of South. It will be Eastern basketball. 24 on the shot clock. 2:56 to play, or 2:55 to play in the first quarter. Cassidy Dixon will inbound baseline right for Eastern. Puts the play in motion into Sorensen. She'll catch and put it off the glass and good. Monsters points in the paint of their 21 points, 19 points. They've probably got 15 in the paint. The front court, Connor with the basketball for South. On top, stolen away by Chavez. She'll leave it for Sky Miller, who brings it into the front court for Eastern. Right side to Dixon. Dixon comes left on top to Bolden. Bolden comes right, gets into the lane, kicks it right corner to Miller. Sky for three. Front iron, no. Chavez with the rebound, power dribble, and puts it back up and in. 21-2, Monsters on top, 2:12 to play in the first half. Adams into the front court. She'll back it back out, swings it around right side to Connor. Connor works against Bolden, now on top to Stevenson. Stevenson picks up her dribble way outside, near side. Now to Connor, 2 to shoot, down low to Willetto. Turnaround jumper is good in the lane. The second basket of the night for the first basket of the night. Into the front court. Miller with the ball left side. She'll drive, gets around the defender, but a reach-in foul going to be called on Jolie King. That'll be her first.
Foul on Cougars number 3, Jolie King, her first, second team foul.
Into the Eastern lineup will be number 4, Alana Peway, 5'6" freshman from Hamilton, New Zealand, St. Peter's Cambridge School, replacing Cassidy Dixon. Miller will inbound baseline left for Eastern. Into the South Mountain lineup. Didn't make it there in time. Elva Chavez puts it up and in. They let her inbound as South Mountain was trying to get a sub in, and I thought they were going to wait for her to start the play, and instead Eastern lobs it into Chavez, and she makes it 23-4. Eastern on top. Willetto with the ball left side, goes to the glass, puts it up and in for Andrea Willetto. She's got all 6 points for South Mountain. Into the front court, Miller with it. Loses the handle on the left side and stolen by South Mountain. Under a minute to play first quarter, 23-6. Eastern on top. Jolie King with it for South. Into the front court, crossover, stolen away by Miller. Loses the handle and a timeout called by Eastern. 46.1 seconds to play first quarter, 23-6. Eastern on top. We'll be back in 30 quick seconds.
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Addison Malone. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. 46.1 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's all Monsters, 23-6 right now over South Mountain. It will be Eastern basketball into Peway, right side now. Now in the lane to Sky Miller. Miller loses the handle, gets it back, spins left, puts it off the glass and score for Sky Miller. She's really a mismatch on the floor tonight. She's got the size to work down low and also be able to handle the basketball out on top. 25-6 Eastern on top. King with the ball, right side, comes left against Eastern. Puts the shot up, no good, as Tiara Bolden was there to play defense. And then a reach-in foul on King at midcourt stripe again. That'll be the 5th team foul. Check that, 3rd team foul. Back into the Cougars lineup. Number 4, Carmen Cantrell replacing Jolie King. It'll be Eastern basketball at midcourt. Tiara Bolden will inbound. Into Payway, right back to Bolden. Bolden cross court to Payway. She'll come right on the dribble around a screen. Gets into the lane, blocked on her way up. But Chavez there to corral it, and then slips off of her fingers and out of bounds with 0.2 seconds left in the first quarter. I don't believe South can get a shot off in 0.2. They'll catch, and that'll be the end of the first quarter here at Eastern Arizona College with the score. Eastern 25, South 6. We'll be back after this full timeout.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say goodbye to you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Welcome back with us here on the Eastern Arizona College Athletics YouTube page. Lee Patterson with you. Got my wife Amanda Patterson on the scorebook. Got Chip Griffin up there pushing the right buttons, or the wrong ones, either or. 25-6 Eastern leads South Mountain after the first quarter. It will be Cougar basketball to start the second quarter. Inbound to Connor. She'll work against Payway near the midcourt stripe. Near side to Stevenson. On top to Willetto against Miller. Jab step, not much room to work. Comes left on the dribble now. Swings it to Connor. Connor goes right around the screen. Miller picks her up into the lane. Big steps through, can't hit. And the rebound is loose off of Tiara Bolden. It will be Cougar basketball. Payway and Bolden both went for it. The shot clock is at 6. The officials are going to talk it. They're going to say it did not hit the rim, so it's going to be 6 on the shot clock. Stevenson inbound, baseline right for the Cougars. Into Willetto, jumper on the way. Grazes the rim, Payway there for the rebound. She'll push it up for Eastern. Right side, left side now to Chavez, in the corner to Miller. Miller comes right, now wraps it down to Gracie Stevenson, who goes lefty to the lane. Let's check that, Sorensen over Stevenson. And it's a 27-6 lead for Eastern. Into the front court, Stevenson with it. On top to Willetto. Willetto with it between the circles. Nearly stolen by Miller. Willetto goes left now into the lane. Step through lefty and good. She still got all of the points for South Mountain, all 8 of them. 27-8, Eastern on top, 8:45 to play until halftime. Miller with the basketball, tries to go around the double team. Is fouled on the play by Dejanay Stevenson. Dejanay Stevenson, 5'6" freshman. Eastern basketball, double teamed is Payway, on top to Miller. Miller down low to Sorensen, and she's fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will be on number 4, Carmen Cottrell, her first. Second team foul. And now Sorensen to the line, the 6'4" freshman, Syracuse, Utah. Played at Syracuse High School. First free throw, back iron, no good for Gracie. In between games tonight, between the men's and women's game, there's a nice ceremony for outgoing Eastern Arizona College Athletic Director Jim Bagnall. Dean of Dean Kinney Smith read a couple of nice letters about Jim Bagnall. And out of bounds, it will stay with Eastern, as he's been here 27 years for Jim Bagnall. I believe that made him the longest tenured athletic director in the ACC at this time as well. Eastern basketball, Miller to inbound, on top to Payway. She'll chase it down, and she goes over and back.
Backcourt violation.
She tried to push it back in, but the official said no, that was going to be over and back. Turnover back to South Mountain. 8:28 to play, first half. Monsters with a 28-8 lead. Stevenson with the basketball for South into the front court. On top to Willetto. She'll go left against Miller. Sky cuts her off there. Now back right. Leaves it out on top to Connor. Connor with the basketball against Payway. 16 to shoot. Goes right on the dribble around Payway. Kicks it into the corner to in between two South Mountain Cougars, and it hits the first row of bleachers. It goes out of bounds back to the Monsters. Payway brings it into the front court, left to right. Works their way into a double team. Now reverses it near side to Miller. Miller back on top to Payway in the lane to Sorensen. Lefty off the glass and good. If she catches the ball that deep in the paint, there's not a lot of teams in the ACCAC that can stop her. 30-8, Monsters on top. Willetto with the basketball, works against Miller into the front court. Gets a screen. Miller able to scrape around it, gets into the lane, and steals the ball, but then can't stop her momentum. It'll be a turnover back to the Cougars. Miller just ripped the ball away from Willetto. And it will into the South Mountain lineup will be number 15, Genesis Adams.
Number 15, Genesis Adams.
She'll be replacing Carmen Cottrell. South basketball, baseline right. Lob into Adams, right side against Chavez. Gives it off to Stevenson, comes left. Now off to Willetto, top of the key. Works against Sky Miller. Plenty of time, 22 to shoot. Crossover, goes right into the lane, or into the paint. Pull up won't go. Sorensen with the rebound for Eastern, off to Payway. Payway pushes right side. On top now to Miller. Miller drives. Back to Payway, wide open for a three, and she traveled. The hesitation was what did it. Catch and shoot, and Coach DePaulo says, hey, if you're that open, just shoot the basketball. 7:07 to play in the first half. Eastern with a 30-8 lead. They have held their last three opponents at home to under 20 points in the first half. And with 7 minutes to play in the half, South Mountain with 8. Willetto with the basketball out at the time stripe. Works against Sky Miller. Looking for a screen. Miller able to squeeze through it. Left side to Stevenson. She's going to fire a long jumper that's short. And Miller with the rebound for Eastern. She'll bring it into the front court, left to right. Left corner to Chavez. Chavez takes a jumper with a foot on the line and buries it. Just a 2 for Elva Chavez.
Elva Chavez for 2.
Timeout, South Mountain. 6:29 to play in the first half. 32-8, Eastern Arizona College on top. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Addison Malone. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Six minutes and 29 seconds to play in the first half here from Eastern Arizona College. Monsters with a 32-8 lead over South Mountain. Monsters trying to roll to 11 straight wins, or 12 straight wins. They are 11-0. It'll be South basketball after the timeout. Willetto will bring it up right to left. Picked up by Chavez. Gets a screen from Adams, goes right around it, and tries to swing it to Jolie King, and goes out of her hands. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern. Cassidy Dixon into the Eastern lineup, replacing Elva Chavez. Monsters have Addie Malone, Cassidy Dixon, Alana Payway, Shalance Montoya, and Tiara Bolden on the floor right now. Payway with it right now, the near side, off to Montoya. Can't hit the shot, but Bolden will chase down the rebound. Into the corner to Payway. She'll fire a three this time. In and out, no good, but a foul going to be called against South Mountain. The foul will go on 22, Andrea Walletto, her first. And that will send Payway to the line to shoot three. Payway from New Zealand at the line. Final game of the year 2022 for the Monsters. Payway's first one is in and out. They'll head to the holiday break. The next one by Payway around. And now Payway at the line for her next. That one is in and out as well. Adams with the rebound. Leaves it to Walletto. Into the front court, picked up by Dixon, 32-8. Eastern on top, 5:50 to play in the first half. Walletto with it, works against Dixon, out on top, gets a screen from Adams, and an illegal screen called on the top of the key against Genesis Adams.
Offensive foul against the Cougars, number 15, Genesis Adams, her first.
Into the South Mountain lineup, number 4, Carmen Cottrell, replacing
Cougars number 4, Carmen
Walletto. It'll be Eastern basketball, backcourt left. Malone will bring it into the front court. Left side to Payway. Payway dribbles out of a double team on top to Malone. Malone drives, right elbow, now backs it up into the corner to Payway. Payway for three, good for Alana Payway.
Alana Payway for three.
35-8. Eastern on top. Cottrell brings it into the front court, loses her footing, but Stevenson picks it up for South. Now into the hands of King. King, top of the key, left side. Now to Connor. Connor back to Adams between the circles. Swings it around right side to King, 10 to shoot. Into the corner, fakes the three, does Cottrell. Now they come left, looking through the lane. Fadeaway jumper won't go, but a foul going to be called on Cassidy Dixon.
Foul against the Monsters.
That'll be her second.
Cassidy Dixon, her second, first team.
That'll put Carmen Cottrell at the line to shoot two for South Mountain.
Shooting two, number 4, Carmen Cottrell.
Cottrell looking for her first points of the evening. Actually, anybody other than Andrea Walletto looking for their first points. That one in and out by Cottrell, no good. Andrea Walletto has all 8 of the South Mountain points. Monsters lead 35-8. Now Cottrell at the line to shoot her second. That one on the way, in and out, and back in. Her first point, 35-9, Monsters on top. Bolden on top now to Dixon. Dixon cross court to Malone. She'll catch and shoot the three. And that goes front iron, backboard, and good. An uncharacteristic pattern to make that one, but we'll take it. Steal by Bolden. Bolden pushes into the front court, right side to Dixon. On top to Montoya, left side to Malone. Long three, front iron no good. Rebounded by Cassidy Dixon, and the putback is good.
Dixon.
Makes it 40-9. Monsters on top here with 4:14 until halftime. Adams with the basketball. Goes right on the dribble. Right side into the corner to Cottrell. She'll fire a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Stevenson on the weak side over Montoya. That won't go. And Payway with the rebound. She'll turn and sprint it up for Eastern. Into the front court. Right side to Bolden. Bolden drives. Pulls up from 8 right side. Around and off. No good. Montoya with the putback. And it's up and good. Shalance Montoya Delay a game called on the Eastern Arizona College bench.
Delay a game against Monsters.
Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be Aubrey Pace, a 5'5" freshman guard from right here in Thatcher.
And in for the Cougars, number 22, Andrea Willetto.
That's a delay of game warning for the Eastern bench. The next one is a technical, so nothing official in the book, just a note that at the 3:41 mark, there was a delay of game warning. 42-9, Eastern on top, 3:30 to play in the first half. King with the basketball, goes right to Stevenson. Stevenson out on top to Connor. Her 15-foot jumper is good for the Cougars.
Haley Connor.
42-11, Eastern on top with 3:14 to play in the first half. Dixon with the ball, left side. Goes left on the dribble. Leaves it off left side in the corner to Pace. She'll bring it back out on top between the circles. Left side to Dixon. Dixon back to Pace. Pace lobs it down low to Montoya, too high, and it's a turnover as Willetto picks it up for South. And then she kicks it into the hands of Cassidy Dixon, and we'll have a jump ball, alternating possession. We'll leave it with Eastern Arizona College.
Monsters ball.
It will be Eastern basketball at midcourt. Dixon into Malone. Malone goes right on the dribble into the corner to Bolden. 12-foot jumper on the way. Back iron, no. She gets her own rebound and goes to the basket and scores for Tiara Bolden. 44-11 Eastern. 2:30 to play in the first half. Willetto with it. Out on top against Dixon. Goes left. Now gets a double screen. Picks up her dribble way outside. Down low to Adams. Adams goes right, now left against Montoya. Spins in the lane. Fadeaway jumper is short. And Montoya with the rebound. Into the hands of Malone. Thinks about the long pass. Instead, sprints it into the front court. Loses the handle, though, and stolen by Connor. 2 minutes to play. First half. 44-11. Eastern on top. Pace picks up Connor way in at the backcourt. The foul going to go on Eastern's number 12, Aubrey Pace, her first.
Second team foul.
Second team foul. It will be South basketball, front court left. Connor to inbound. It will be Adams on top with the basketball. 15 to shoot, 1:48 to play in the first half. Now out to Willetto against Dixon. Goes left around a screen. Picked up by Montoya. Poked away by Montoya. Stolen by Addie Malone. She'll wait for everybody to clear and bring it back into the front court left to right. On top to Bolden, left corner to Dixon. Dixon gonna fire a three of her own, back iron no. She chases it down into the hands of Stevenson, and then Bolden gonna be called for a reach-in foul.
Foul against Monsters number 1, Tiara Bolden, her first.
That'll be her first.
Third team foul.
And the third team foul into the Eastern Arizona College lineup. Number 3, Mia Carter, a 5'8" sophomore guard from right here in Thatcher, replacing Tiara Bolden. And into the South Mountain lineup, number 34, Kayla Pettit.
Number 34, Kayla Pettit.
5'9" freshman from Phoenix. Will be South basketball with 77 seconds to play in the first half. Eastern up 44-11. Willetto into the front court, working against Dixon. Stolen away by Montoya. Chalance trying to go coast to coast, and she does. Technical foul called on the Eastern Arizona College bench. They had a delay of game warning, and then a technical foul going to be called now because. And so a technical foul called on the Eastern Arizona College bench. So a technical foul on the Eastern bench. So South will go to the line to shoot a technical foul. So the official warned Eastern's bench for standing up after baskets, and then 2 more trips down gave him a technical foul after they did it again. So we'll see if we can listen in to what the call is. So
Technical foul against the Monsters bench.
So a technical foul will be assessed to Eastern Arizona. And it will be team foul.
It'll be the fourth team foul.
It will be a team foul, so a fourth team foul against Eastern. And Willetto will go to the line to shoot free throws for
Shooting 2,
South Mountain.
Andrea Willetto.
Her first free throw is around and off, no good. 1:03 to play, first half, 46-11. Eastern on top. And the second one by Willetto is up and good for South Mountain. It will be South Mountain basketball. At midcourt. Jolie King will inbound for the Cougars. Lobs it in on top to Adams. 1 minute to play first half. Eastern up 46-12. King with the basketball. Comes out on top, stolen away by Dixon. Here she goes, coast to coast. Oh, she almost slipped. She can't hit the shot. Mia Carter with the rebound, and then a foul over the back on Eastern. The foul on 23 will be her third.
Cassidy Dixon, her third.
That'll be the fifth team foul, so that'll put South Mountain at the line to shoot for South Mountain. So Ebba Zolomans will check into the Eastern lineup. But before we get the free throw, we're going to get a clean job at the other end is Dixon, who I said slipped on the way up.
Ebba Zolomans.
She said, I need a towel to clean that up. And she just took the towel down there herself and said, I'll do it. So to the line for South Mountain will be 22, Andrea Willetto. 48.1 seconds to play in the first half. Eastern leads 46-12. First free throw is back iron, no good for Willetto. The second one by Willetto is up and in for the Cougars. 47 seconds left in the first half, 46-13, Eastern on top. Into the front court. Malone with it, lobs it down to Montoya. She goes to the glass and puts it up and in. Willetto will work it against Mia Carter in the backcourt. Around a screen, comes to the near side. Carter picks up Willetto now. 26 on the game clock. 17 to shoot. Lobs it down low. Zolomans with the tip into the hands of Aubrey Pace. Pace sprints it into the front court, right side for the Monsters. On top to Malone. Addy drives, kicks it on top to Montoya. Chalance for three. Back iron, no. Rebound and a foul on Zolomans underneath on the rebound.
Foul against Monsters number 15, Ebba Zolomans, her first.
That'll be the first on Zolomans. And that will put South Mountain at the line with 3.2 seconds to play in the first half.
That's over the limit. Shooting is number 22, Andrea Willetto.
Andrea Willetto to the line. She's been to the line quite a bit here in the first half. This will be her 7th and 8th shot at the foul line in the first half for South Mountain. She hits the first. And the second one is up and in as well. 48-15. And Mia Carter can't get the shot off before the break. At halftime, it's Eastern 48, South 15. It's halftime. We'll be back for second half coming up shortly.
Hello, my name is Patterson. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hey coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here. Really? Check it out.
Oh wow, this new Gila Hank.
That's so sick.
That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Why are you offering you here?
Well, I stopped by because I wanted to show you the new Gila Hank.
Looks like Godzilla. I love it. It's a great day to be a monster.
Oh, look at that. He's ultra modern.
Hey guys, I want to show you the new Gila Hank here. What do you think?
Fierce and modern.
Looks good. That's nice.
Gila roofers.
Go Monsters!
Yeah, go Monsters.
Go monsters!
Go Monsters.
Go Monsters.
Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium. It's halftime. Eastern leads South Mountain 48-15. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half for South Mountain. 1 point for Carmen Cottrell, 2 points for Haley Connor, 12 points for Andrea Walletto for South Mountain. For Eastern Arizona College, 2 points for Tiara Bolden, 3 points for Addie Malone, 3 points for Alana Payway, 8 points for Sky Miller, 4 points for Victoria Santana, 6 points for Elva Chavez, 7 points for Cassidy Dixon, 8 points for Shalance Montoya, and 7 points for Gracie Sorensen. Looking deeper into the stats, South Mountain shot 2 of 13 in the first quarter, 2 of 10 in the second quarter. So 4 of 23 from the game, 17%, 0 for 4 from behind the arc, 70% at the foul line. Eastern shot 56.4% in the first half, 25% from 3 and 33% at the foul line. Just 2 out of 8 at the foul line for Eastern. 2 out of 8 at the 3-point line, 2 out of 6 at the foul line. Eastern out-rebounded South Mountain 21-6 in the first half. Their biggest lead has been 35. That came out the 1 minute, 5 second mark. Points in the paint, Eastern 32 points in the paint for Eastern, 6 for South Mountain. 24 bench points for Eastern to 0 for South Mountain. Eastern outscored South 25-6 in the first, 23-9 in the second. And that's where we stand here at halftime. 48-15, Eastern on top of South Mountain. We'll be back for second half action coming up shortly.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. The small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice to give. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say goodbye to you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaula. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Patterson. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. The small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say goodbye to you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaula. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Patterson. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. The small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say your bodies, you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaulo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Addison. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say your bodies, you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaulo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful.
Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. We're ready for second half action here between Eastern Arizona College and South Mountain. A steal on the inbound by Cassidy Dixon, and she puts it up and in for the Monsters, makes it 50-15. Andrea Walletto into the front court, stolen away by Tiara Bolden. Out of bounds off of Bolden, it will be Eastern basketball.
Cougars ball.
Will be South Mountain basketball. Jolie King to inbound, gets it into Stevenson. And a backcourt violation against South Mountain. So they only had 1 second to get it across after that whistle. And so that is a backcourt violation, turnover back to Eastern. Interesting. It does not reset when the ball goes out of bounds. Down low to Montoya. Cross court to Malone. She's going to catch and shoot for three. Good for Addison Malone. Addie Malone puts it up and in for three, her second of the ball game. Into the front court, Stevenson with the basketball. Into Connor, she puts up a floater and leans it up and in. And the scoreboard is 53-17. Are we right there? Okay, 53-17. They're going to put 26 seconds on the shot clock. It will be Monster basketball, right to left. Addie Malone with it, works against Stevenson. Left corner now to Bolden. Bolden drives right on top to Malone. Cross court, tries to find Montoya. Chased down by Santana in the corner. But she throws it back into the hands of South Mountain. King with the ball out on top. Poked away by Tiara Bolden, and she's going to go coast to coast and put it up left-handed. And another steal by Bolden, and she can't hang on to it as she goes out of bounds. Monsters have been very aggressive defensively tonight. It'll be South Mountain basketball. 10-second violation against South Mountain, their second of the quarter. It'll be Eastern basketball at midcourt. Malone into the front court, right side to Bolden. In the lane to Montoya, down low, out to Santana. Santana going to drive right. Tries to find Montoya on the crazy pass. Goes out of bounds. It will be South Mountain basketball. Willetto will inbound into Cottrell. Right side to Stevenson. Stevenson on top to King. King between the circles now to Stevenson. Stevenson looks down low, instead pops it out to Willetto. Her jumpers off the back iron won't go. Montoya with the rebound for Eastern. Off to Malone. Malone on top to Montoya. Left side to Bolden. She's going to fire a three. Too hard, rebounded by Santana. That won't go. But Montoya there, blocked on the way back up, but Santana will pull it down for Eastern. Back in the lane to Dixon. Dixon lefty off the glass and good for the Monsters.
Cassidy Dixon.
So much activity out of Cassidy Dixon. Steal by Santana on the long pass into the front court. Leaves it for Dixon. She puts it up and in.
Dixon.
59-17 timeout. South Mountain. 7:08 to play here in the third quarter. 59-17. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaolo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Hey there. Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium. I'm Lee Patterson. Hope you're having a great Wednesday night, wherever you may be. It will be South Mountain basketball after the timeout. 59-17, Eastern on top. Norman Cottrell will inbound near side for South. Gets it in to King just ahead of the 5-second violation. Goes left against Santana, on top to Stevenson. Stevenson will back it back out against Malone. Right side on the give and go to Willetto. She got behind Cassidy Dixon and puts it up and in. Malone into the front court, tries to lob it, or gets it over to Tiara Bolden. She tries to get it down to Montoya and is batted away. Genesis Adams into the lineup, replacing King. It'll be Monster basketball with 21 on the shot clock. Check that, it will be Monster basketball. South Mountain tried to take the inbounds pass. Tiara Bolden to inbound into Addie Malone. Catch, shoot, three, no good, but Bolden there on the weak side to put it back up and in. Nobody boxed her out, and she put it up and in. Willetto into the front court to Connor. Connor near side to Willetto, now on top to Stevenson. Stevenson working out on top. Gonna take a long three around and off and over the backboard and out of bounds. It'll be back to Eastern Arizona.
Monsters ball.
Eastern Arizona College women will be back in action on December 30th here at home. Tiara Bolden with the drive left side. Montoya with the rebound and the putback. Makes it 63-19 Monsters. Back the other way, Connor with it. Eastern will take on American Indian College on December 30th at 2 p.m. on the women's side, before going to Mesa on January 4th to restart the conference season. Be at Mesa and at South Mountain the first week of January. Home for 2, on the road for 2. So the rest of the way, it's 2 at home and then 2 on the road in the second half. Long jumper, no contact of the backboard. That will be, or excuse me, of the rim. That will be a shot clock violation. So the way the schedule works in the second half, 2 on the road, 2 at home, 2 on the road, 2 at home, 2 on the road, 2 at home, until the last 3 games of the season at home for Eastern, February 22nd, 25th, and 28th. Into the lane, Dixon with it to Bolden, left corner. She'll fire a 3, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Stevenson for South Mountain. She'll push it up the left side to Willetto. She turnaround jumper for 3 and hits it from the far side. 63-22. Monsters on top, 4:52 to play in the third. Santana with it, right side. Back to Dixon. Dixon down low to Montoya. She's going to spin on the baseline out to Santana. Santana drives, loses the handle on the way up, and picked back up by Cottrell for South Mountain. Off to Willetto, quickly up left side to Connor. Connor down low to Adams. Adams against Montoya, on top to Cottrell. 3 on the way, good. Back-to-back threes by South Mountain. 63-25. Eastern on top. Addie Malone into the front court, crossover dribble, gets into the lane, throws up a shot, and she's fouled on the way by. The foul will go on 24, Dejanay Stevenson. It'll be her second. Back into the Eastern lineup will be 44, Gracie Sorensen, and number 5, Sky Miller.
The Monsters, number 5, Sky Miller, and number 44, Gracie Sorensen. And in for the Cougars, number 11, Nyaker Agwek.
And in for South Mountain, Nyaker Agwek, 6'4" sophomore from Phoenix. Addie Malone's first one is up and good. 4:12 left in the third, 64-25. Monsters in control. Malone's second is good as well. She takes very little time once she gets the basketball to shoot it. Just gathers and shoots. 65-25, Monsters on top. Willetto into the front court. Left side to Stevenson. She'll drive out on top to Adams. She'll fire a straight on 3. Good. Back-to-back-to-back threes by South Mountain. Makes it 65-28 Monsters with 3:50 to play in the third. Sky Miller with the basketball. Cross court to Dixon. Dixon drives. tries to find Addie Malone in front of the bench. It'll be a turnover back to South Mountain. .340 to play in the third, 65-28, Monsters on top. Connor with the basketball, works against Bolden into the front court. 17 on the shot clock, out on top to Stevenson, near side to Willetto. Down low, tries to get it to Adams, and a foul called on Cassidy Dixon on a reach-in. That'll be her fourth.
Now against the Monsters, number 23, Cassidy Dixon, her fourth.
She'll stay on the floor in the lineup. Coach DePaulo looks at her and says, hey, you've got 4. South will inbound baseline right with Stevenson. Lobs it into Adams, right side. Adams hands it off to Stevenson. She's going to take an elbow jumper. Off the rim, no good. And Dixon with the rebound. Off to Malone. Sprints it into the front court. Tries to find Sorensen. Just a little bit too tall for Gracie Sorensen and out of bounds. A near steal by Sky Miller on the inbound.
Out of bounds, Cougars ball.
It will stay with the Cougars, 3:11 to play in the third. Into Connor. Works against Bolden in the backcourt, gets a screen from Willetto. Now comes right across the time stripe, just in time. Goes left on the dribble, top of the key against Bolden. Drives right, Connor pulls up, right side, off the back iron, won't go, and Cassidy Dixon corrals. Off to Malone, who gives it right back to Dixon. Dixon cross court to Bolden. Fires the 3, back iron, no. Dixon with the rebound. Out to Malone. Down low to Sorensen, catches on the block, out to Bolden. Left side to Miller. Miller thinks about the shot, gets it to Sorensen. Sorensen in the lane, and she's fouled on a reach-in by Stevenson. That will be her third.
Number 24, Dejanay Stevenson, her third, second team foul.
Her third, second team. It'll be Eastern basketball, baseline left. 20 on the shot clock. Miller to inbound, into the corner to Malone, right side. Comes left, now steps back, loses the handle and chases it down. Works against Stevenson. Out on front, out of bounds off of Stevenson. Stevenson says something to Addie Malone, and Malone did not quite like it. Timeout called by Eastern Arizona. 2:20 to play in the third, 65-28, Eastern on top. We'll be back here inside in 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Patterson. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Two minutes, 20 seconds on the third quarter clock here at Eastern Arizona College. This will be the final conference game of 2022. Eastern will play a non-conference game on the 30th of December. That'll be Eastern basketball, front court right. Dixon into Malone, right back to Dixon. 10 to shoot, left side to Miller. Miller gonna fire the 3, and good for Sky Miller off the left side. 68-28, Monsters lead with 2 minutes to play in the third. Adams with the ball in the front court. Right side against Sorensen, backs her down, now spins, goes to the right baseline, blocked by Sorensen on the way up, and Gracie will control it. Off to Malone. Malone into the front court, loses the handle, gets it to Bolden, left side to Miller. Miller drives, gets through to the glass and scores, and one for Sky Miller. When she wants to, she can get to the basket. The foul will go on 14, Haley Connor, her second. That'll put Miller at the line to shoot one. Elva Chavez into the Eastern lineup, replacing Cassidy Dixon. Now Miller at the line, trying to make it a three-point play. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Adams for the Cougars. Leaves it in the backcourt to Jolie King, who's back into the lineup. She'll push it up against Addie Malone. Long three, up and in for Jolie King. They've hit 4 in the second half in the third quarter for South Mountain. Into the front court, Sky Miller. She thinks about the three. Now throws it cross court to Malone. She'll take the three. Catch, shoot, bang. Addie Malone for 3. 1 minute to play in the third, 73-31 Eastern on top. Malone has made 3 threes tonight, her only scoring. 9 points for her. Oh, and 2 free throws, I'm sorry. 11 points for her. Into the front court. Willetto puts up a running floater. That won't go. Out of bounds off of Chavez. It will stay with South Mountain. Alana Payway will check into the lineup for Eastern, replacing Addie Malone. And it will be South basketball. Baseline left. Willetto will inbound. Gets it into Adams in the right corner. Works against Sorensen. Cut off on the baseline. Out on top to King. 15 to shoot. 33 on the play clock. Or on the game clock. Loses her footing and the ball. And a kicking violation called against Tiara Bolden. It will be South Mountain basketball with 20 on the clock. 29.8 seconds to play in the third. Willetto will inbound. Waiting, finally gets it into Adams. Adams out on top to Willetto. 14 to shoot against Sky Miller. Goes left. Miller cuts her off at the free throw line. To Adams on the go to the basket. Blocked on the way up. Picked back up. Short on the putback by Pettit. And picked up by Eastern. 7 seconds. Into the front court. Knocked away by Willetto. It will be Eastern basketball with 4.7 seconds to play in the third. 73-31, Monsters on top. Miller to inbound. Gets it into Payway, right back to Miller. Miller drives, pulls up from 12. Back iron won't go. Sorensen at the buzzer. That's around and off as well. We'll head to the fourth quarter with the score. Eastern 73, South Mountain Cougars 31. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica Paula. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
We've reached the fourth quarter here at Eastern Arizona College. Eastern with a 73-31 lead over South Mountain Community College. On the floor for the Monsters, Elva Chavez, Sky Miller, Alana Payway, Tiara Bolden, and Gracie Sorensen. On the floor for South Mountain, Andrea Willetto, Jolie King, Haley Connor, Genesis Adams, and Kayla Pettit. It'll be South basketball at midcourt. Willetto to inbounds. Into Adams. Adams with it out on top. Talking with King. Goes left against Sorensen. Now drives. Stolen away by Payway. She can't hang on to it. And we're going to have some pushing, some shoving between King and Payway. And ultimately a jump ball that will stay with Eastern Arizona College.
Jump ball. Eastern ball.
Eastern ball on the alternating possession. Into the front court, left side to Miller. Back on top to Payway, reverses it right side to Bolden. Bolden on top to Payway. She'll come left on the dribble, gets into the lane, leaves it for Miller, left baseline, leaves it for Sorensen, who's fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on Jolie King. That'll be her third. That'll put Sorensen at the line for the Monsters. 7 points for her tonight. Puts the first one up and good for Sorensen. And now Sorensen's second is up and good as well. Into the South Mountain lineup will be 24, Dejanay Stevenson, and Agwek.
And number 24, Dejanay Stevenson.
75-31, Monsters in control, 9:24 to play. Willetto with it. Gets a screen, goes left with it at midcourt. Agwek hits the deck. Off to Pettit. She's going to spin in the lane. Turnaround jumper is partially blocked. Picked up by Adams. That won't go. Pettit on the other side, and she puts it up in her first points of the night. 75-33. Payway back the other way for Eastern. To Sorensen, who catches and scores. When she's got that kind of positioning down low, catch and score down low for Sorensen. 77-33. The foul going to go on Sky Miller on a reach-in, her first non-shooting foul, just the first against Eastern. South will inbound, Pettit. Front court right for South. And on top to Willetto. Jab step, 16 to shoot, goes right around a screen, pulls up, hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Pettit, but saved into the hands of Chavez. Chavez pushes it up for Eastern. Left side to Miller, down low to Sorensen. Turnaround lefty, too hard. Pulled down by Pettit for South Mountain. And then stolen by Bolden to Payway. 15-foot floater, good for Alana Payway.
Alana Payway.
Monsters have so many options offensively. It's hard to just stop one if you're trying to defend. Steal by Miller at midcourt and a timeout called by Eastern Arizona. 7:58 to play in the fourth quarter. The score 79-33. Eastern on top. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Addison Malone. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Welcome back here inside KATO Gymnasium, campus of Eastern Arizona College. Monsters in control of this one, 79-33 over South Mountain, 7:58 to play. Monsters will run their win streak to 12 in a row. Bolden with it, cross court, tries to find Payway, does. Back in the lane to Chavez. Her leaner is good for Elva Chavez. Elva Chavez was a part of a all-star team that came up here from Mexico last year or the year before, that in an exhibition game here against Eastern. That's where the Eastern coaches saw her, and they're like, hey, would you like to come to Eastern Arizona College? And now Elva Chavez is here. 81-33, Eastern on top, 7:31 to play. Into the front court, Bolden with the basketball. Down low to Sorensen, catches in the lane. Turnaround over left shoulder won't go. Pettit with the rebound. Into the front court. Connor with it. Top of the key, goes around a screen, tries to get to the bucket. Can't hit the shot, rebounded by Miller. Miller sprints it into the front court. Top of the key. Right side now. Into the lane. Sky Miller puts up a shot. Won't go. Sorensen there to put it back up and in for the Monsters. Miller took an awkward fall at the end of that, but she seems to be okay. South Mountain basketball. 6:42 left in this one. Sorensen with 13 points tonight for Eastern, 12 for Sky Miller. Both of them on the floor right now. Connor with the ball way out top against Bolden. Right side to Adams, left now, 15-foot jumper on the way, won't go. Bolden can't hang on to it, and they're gonna say shot clock violation against South Mountain. It never hit the rim, just the backboard. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern. Into the Eastern Arizona lineup, 0, Samantha Madrid, a 5'8" sophomore from Eager, Arizona, from Round Valley High School. And back into the South lineup, Carmen Cottrell. Payway with the basketball into the front court now for Eastern, top of the key. Left side to Madrid. Madrid will drive left, cut off there. On top now to Payway. In the lane to Chavez. Chavez, backdoor, tries to find Madrid, and it's off of her left hand and out of bounds. South Mountain basketball. 6 minutes to play. Down low to Pettit, works against Miller in the lane. Turn around over her left shoulder, won't go. Gets her own rebound, but Miller rips it away. She spins it into the front court at midcourt. Trying to go coast to coast, can't hit the shot. Rebound is loose, and Pettit will pull it down for South. Into the front court now, Adams with the basketball for the Cougars. With the jab step against Sorensen, 16 to shoot, long, 2-point jumper is short. Chavez corrals the rebound. Up to Madrid, to the glass, up and good for Samantha Madrid. Her first points tonight. Adams pushes it into the front court, loses the handle, on top to Connor. Connor with the jab step, now backs it back out. Works against Madrid, 5 minutes to play, Monsters up 85-33. Goes left, 3-ball on the way and short by Cottrell, and Sorensen chases down a rebound. She close to a double-double tonight? She had a big one a couple of nights ago. 6 rebounds now for Sorensen. Chavez with the ball, down in the lane to Sorensen, turnaround from 10 for Gracie Sorensen. And a steal by Madrid on the inbound, and it's going to be off of South Mountain. It will be Eastern basketball. In for the Cougars will be number 3, Jolie King. Eastern will inbound. 15 points and 7 rebounds for Sorensen. And a timeout called by the Cougars. 4:34 to play in the game. 87-33, Eastern on top. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Patterson. I'm from Las Vegas, and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
4 minutes, 34 seconds left in this one. Payway to inbound for the Monsters. Baseline left, gets it into Sky Miller. Reverse layup is good.
Sky Miller.
89-33 Monsters, 4:26 to play. Into the front court, King with it. Left elbow jumper is short, but Elva Chavez will be called for the foul. That'll be the first on Chavez.
Foul on Monsters number 14, Elva Chavez, her first.
Into the Eastern lineup will be number 15, Eva Solomons, the 6-foot freshman from Bro, Sweden, replacing Sorensen. Stevenson back into the South lineup as King to the line to shoot 2. Her first one in and out, no good. She'll get one more. Fires, that one is good for King. Payway with it, 4:22 to play, 89-34, Eastern on top. Payway gets around Stevenson, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Stevenson on the far side. That'll be her fourth. Only the second team foul, so non-shooting foul. Miller to inbound, front court right, and on top to Payway. Payway against King, hands it off to Miller now. Miller reverses around King, right side to Payway. She thinks about the three and she travels. Second time tonight she's done that. She hesitates on that three and then tries to drive on it, and just a little too early on the steps. In the front court, a near steal by Payway and a timeout called by South Mountain. 3:57 to play in the game, 89-34. We'll be back here to Eastern Arizona in, count 'em, 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Rylan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah. I'm studying generals. Come see us play tonight against Glendale at 6 p.m. on January 11th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Patterson. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
South Mountain basketball after the timeout. Into the Eastern lineup is Inez Tejera, the 5'8 freshman from Petersburg, Alaska. Adams with the basketball, works against Zalemans, gets to the basket, and she's fouled on the way up by Ebba Zalemans. That'll be the second on Zalemans.
The Monsters, number 15, Ebba Zalemans.
Went to Broma Gymnasium before she made her way to Eastern Arizona College from Bro, Sweden. Adams at the line. First free throw is good for Adams. 89-35, Monsters lead with 3:47 to play in the ball game. Eastern will run their record to 12-0. Adams' second free throw is good as well. Stay 6-0 in the ACCAC. Madrid into the front court, top of the key to Payway. Payway to Chavez, swings it around right side to Tejera. She goes to the glass, is blocked on the way up by Adams. Picked up by South Mountain. Adams with it now in the front court. Goes right on Zalemans. She's cut off on the baseline this time. Now out to Cottrell. To Stevenson. Swings it around to Connor. Connor looking for room on top to Adams. Adams goes right. Off to Cottrell. 5 to shoot. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as the Eastern defense smothered South Mountain on that possession. 3:01 to play, 89-36, Eastern on top. Payway down to Zalemans in the lane, and she's fouled as she tries to step through. The foul will be on 15, Genesis Adams, her second. Third team foul. And Zalemans was on her way up, so they're going to send her to the foul line to shoot 2. Zalemans looking for her first points of the night. First free throw is short for Ebba. Zalemans second on the way. That's in and out, no good as well. Cottrell with the rebound for South. 2:51 to play. 25 seconds on the shot clock as Adams puts it into the front court. Hands it off to Connor to the near side. Works against Madrid. Steps through. Right side to Stevenson. Stevenson gets around to Hera to the glass. Can't hit. And rebounded by Payway. Payway sprints it into the front court right side. Into the lane. And she's going to be called with an offensive foul. As Cottrell got there to draw the charge. That'll be the first on Payway. Into the South lineup will be 34, Kayla Pettit. replacing Cottrell. It will be South basketball, 2:26 to play. King working with it against Payway into the front court. On top. Gets a screen. Payway walks her way through, and a foul going to be called on Payway on a body check. That'll be the second on Payway, the 5th team foul. So South will be at the line, the remaining 2:14 on every foul. And that'll be Jolie King to the line. 4 points tonight for her. First one is short. She'll go back to the line for her second. On the way, that one is good for King. Payway with it into the front court. Top of the key, left side to Madrid. She'll go left on the dribble, back on to Payway. She's going to fire the three, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Pettit for South. Stolen away by Payway at midcourt. Right side to Chavez. Chavez, left side to Tejera. She's going to fire a three, the lefty, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Stevenson. Pushes up the left side against Payway into the front court. Now on top to Connor. 1:38 to play. Monsters lead 89-37. Connor swings it on top now to Stevenson. 13 to shoot. Down low to Adams, and Adams finds some room and puts it up and in. 89-39. Payway swings it right side to Madrid. Madrid back to Payway. Left side to Tejera. Down low to Zolomans. She's double teamed and fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul. The foul will be on 15 Adams. That'll be her 3rd. Into the Eastern lineup, Mia Carter and Aubrey Pace, replacing Chavez and Payway.
Number 3, Mia Carter, and number 12, Aubrey Pace.
Now set to inbound Madrid, baseline left. Lobs it in the corner to Tejera. She's going to fire a three. Front iron, no. Rebounded by Madrid, and she throws it off the toe of Pettit. It will stay with Eastern Arizona. Madrid to inbound. Into Carter, left side. Carter drives the left baseline. Cut off there. Cross court to Madrid. Out on top to Tejera. She's going to try another three. Good for Inez Tejera.
It is Larson for 3.
Into the front court, 92-39. Zolomans with the steal against Adams. She runs the break, right side to Madrid. Left side to Mia Carter, blocked on the way up. Zolomans gets the rebound, gets it back, and she's fouled with 29 seconds to play. The foul will go on 34, Kayla Pettit.
34, Kayla Pettit, her first.
And that'll put Ebba Zolomans back at the line for the Monsters.
2, number 15, Ebba Zolomans.
First one is up and good for Zolomans. She'll get one more. That one is on the way and rolls off, no good. Mia Carter can't hang on to the rebound. It goes out of bounds back to South Mountain. Into the front court. Connor with it. Left side to Stevenson, 16 seconds. Cut off there by Tejera. Now to Adams. Adams spins left side. Lefty off the glass won't go. Rebounded by Adams. That follow won't go. Zolomans with the rebound. Gets it out to Madrid, and that's the ball game. Final score, 93-39. Monsters win it. We'll be back to recap it in a second here right after this timeout.
Go Monsters! Go Monsters! Go Monsters! Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Addison Malone. I'm from Las Vegas and I'm studying sports management. Come see the team and I take on American Indian College at 2 p.m. on December 30th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hey, Coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here.
Really?
Check it out.
Oh, wow, there's a new Gila Hank.
Oh, man. That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Lori, what brings you here?
I stopped by because I wanted to show you the new Gila Hank.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Godzilla. I love it. It's a great day to be a monster.
Oh, look at that. He's ultra modern.
Hey guys, I want to show you the new Gila Hank here. What do you think?
Fierce and modern.
Looks good. That's nice.
You look ruthless.
Go Monsters!
Yeah, go Monsters.
Go Monsters!
Go Monsters.
Go Monsters!
Welcome back in for the final time tonight here to KATO Gymnasium. Eastern wins a 93-39 over South Mountain Community College. They moved to 12-0 on the season. Take a look at the scoring for South Mountain. Jolie King with 5, 4 points for Carmen Cottrell, 4 points for Haley Cotter, 7 for Genesis Adams, 17 for Andrea Willetto, 2 points for Kayla Pettit. For Eastern Arizona College, 2 points for Samantha Madrid, 6 points for Tierra Bolden, 11 for Addie Malone, 5 points for Alana Payway, 15 for Sky Miller, 4 points for Victoria Santana, 8 points for Elva Chavez, 1 point for Ebba Zalomans, 2 points for Inez Tejera, 13 points for Cassidy Dixon, 10 points for Shalance Montoya, and 15 for Gracie Sorensen tonight. The Monsters' biggest lead was 56 at the 4:31 mark of the fourth quarter. They had 49 bench points, 56 points in the paints tonight. They just dominated inside tonight. For the game, the Monsters finished shooting 52%, 31% from 3, and 46% from the foul line. They'll be in action again on December 30th. You won't see any EAC basketball games until after Christmas, so we wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a good night.